Hello everybody, my name is Dan and this is my series of Practicing English. Before I read my topic, I'll tell you my story this morning. Today I woke up too late, about 8, about 8. Then I slept in a bed till 9 a.m. Then I woke up. Then I watched some video on YouTube. Then I went out for my lunch, returned home, took a nap, prepare for my stuffs, and do some coding. I almost finished my coding, but now it have some, you know, problems that it couldn't run. So I need to spend more 1 or 2 days to finish code. And if it doesn't, if it couldn't work, I will contact to my teacher. So then I got back to my work. I went to my friend's house to teach teach students. Then I returned home and I'm sitting here to practice English. And today I will read some topic that I read in yesterday. So first of all, and the topic is leisure, hobbies. How to choose a hobby? Why? For a start, what do you want to get out of a hobby? Is it a new skill or a way to meet people or just something to while away at the time? What? Do a bit of research on possible hobbies. Keep an open mind and don't rule things out without giving them some thought. You may be attracted to a hobby that has something to do with your existing skills or a change of direction. Times. You will need to take into account the amount of time you can devote to a hobby. Are you generally very busy or do you have a lot of time in your hands? Some hobbies are easy to pick up where you left off, even after a long break, whereas others taking up more of your time or require regular practice. Cost. Another factor is the amount of money you can spend. While some of the best things in life are more often free, others come at a price. Be prepared to do your homework and find out how much you will be letting yourself in for before you commit yourself to an expensive hobby such as learning to fly, owning a horse, or sailing. There are such many words I need to learn in this passage. There's a for the start. That means you to introduce the first point in the theory. Get out of something. That means enjoy or benefit from something. Get out of a hobby. While away, that means spend time in a pleasant or lazy way. Keep an open mind. That means willing to listen or accept new ideas. Rule something else. That means decided something is not possible or suitable. Has something to do with that means connected to something or change of direction. Change of direction, that means situation in which somebody starts doing something completely or new or different. Take into account, this isn't really a common term of work when I read the newspaper. This means take something into account. That means consider certain facts or circumstance when making a destination decision. And letting yourself in for, that means put yourself in a difficult situation and commit yourself to, that means say that you will do or be involved in something so that it is then difficult not to do it. The next paragraph is my free time. I took up marathon running 5 years ago. I just got over some health problems. My doctor advised me to start off with some light running. Eventually, I went in a 4 I went in for a new races, and to my amazement, I walked off with 2 medals, but that spurred me on to try the longer races. Marathons takes take a lot out of you, but you never been happier. Scene. My hobby is a bit usual. It's Latin American dance, and it was my girlfriend who talked me into it. She met keen on dancing. We went to a free introductory class to try it out. I loved it. So we signed up for the course. It's really hard to start with, but if you stick at it, you regularly picked up the steps, and once you got them, the variations come easily. It's fun to keep you in shape. And some new vocabulary that means take something up, that means start doing a hobby or following an interest in regularly. Get over something, that means become well, happy again after illness, shock, or separation. Start off, that means begin by doing something. Walked off with, walked off with, walked off with, that means have 2 meanings. First, win something easy, and second, steal something. Walked off it. Spur onto, that means encourage somebody to do something or try harder to achieve it. Okay, I think this word. I can make a sample for this. Nistan spurred me to learn English. That's she encouraged me to learn English. Spurred. And today I read. And the next topic is reading. As a child, I did really badly at school, but my love of reading made up for my lack of formal education. You'd often find me curled up on the sofa with books in my hand. That was always going on at me for not helping mom, but I was far happier immersed in gripping story than tidying my bedroom. I felt sorry for people who don't enjoy reading because they are missing out on so much. A good story captures your imagination, and the pleasure that you derive from a great book stay with you forever. I love thrillers. When a new book comes out on Henry Marker or John Grisham, I have to get hold of it right away. I'm currently reading a brilliant book by John Le Carre. I just can't put it down. Of course, some books are harder to get into, but I usually find that it's worth it because in the end it pays off. Maybe because I relate to the characters or learn something or things turn out in an unusual way. You can't beat a good book. And the next topic is art galleries with children. If you're planning to take young children to an art gallery, it's important to plan ahead. Choose exhibitions that you think will go well with them, but don't shy away from subjects just because you don't like them. It's a good idea to read up about the exhibition before you go and to encourage children to look at the gallery's website, but not so much that it turns them off. Printing out a few paintings for them to find in the gallery, it might help. Try avoid times when the gallery will be very busy. Once you are there, tell the children to keep the voices down, but talk to them quietly about pictures on display. Encourage them to let their imagination run riot by pretending that they are in painting. Museums often lay on short tours for kids, and it's a good idea to join one. Most staff will be happy to engage with them and answer their questions. In the gallery shop, let children pick out postcards and pictures to remind them of their visits. Later at home, you can follow up the activities with them, such as writing their thoughts on the back of the cards or doing their own paintings. Go down well badly with somebody, that means get a particularly good or bad reaction somebody. Shy away from, that means avoid doing something or getting involved with something because you are not confident enough or are worried about this. Bring tell, that means produce a paper copy of a computer document. Run riot, that means run riot. You let it develop in a lively way without trying to control it. However, if children run riot, they are noisy, out of control, and possibly violent. The next is board games. Have you ever tried your hand at Scrabble? It's a board game based on chance and strategies, and it's also called for certain language ability. In recent times, it has been turned into online games and played worldwide. In the game, letter tiles are jumped up in a bag, for which you take 7. You have to make up words of between 2 and 7 letters, which you lay on the board to win points. You then count up your score for that word, and the total is noted down on a sheet of paper. You replace the tiles that you have put down with the same number from the bag. Next player has to add a word, but he or she must use one of the letters already on the board. Players take turns to add words. If they cannot make a word, they can put the letters back and take them some new ones. The game ends when all letters have been used up, and one player has run out of the letters. The other players will have some letters remaining. The points for these are added up and taken away from their final score. Try your hand out. Try your hand at something, that means do an activity for the first time to see if you like it or you're good at it. B. Cons something for, that means need or require something. And run out of something, that means you use all of it or have nothing left. Take away something, that means subtract or remove number of another number. Okay, I think that's the end for today, and I'm go to bed right now. I'm too tired for this day. Thank you for listening. Bye.